Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I'd say it was a pretty nice debut season for Nick Chubb in 2018. He fell just 4 yards short of a 1,000-yard season as a rookie, but he did average over 5 yards per carry and had a 92-yard touchdown run against the Atlanta Falcons, the 3rd longest run in the league last season.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You ain't going nowhere. Check three, check three, check three.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It's a gain of 6. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Watch the run. They're running, man.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
Okay, so he doesn't look like your prototypical number 1 wide receiver, but T.Y. Hilton gives you that type of production. 7 seasons in the league, he's been over 1,000 yards in 5 of them. Led the NFL in receiving yards in 2016 and had a strong case to be a Pro Bowler for the 5th time in 2018. Missed it, but probably should have been named to the team.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. A look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is that.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Silver.
Watch twist.
Throwing again. Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing is Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go!
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
57 to Mike. Block 57.
Again, Jackson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Jackson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7.
Not today, you
Brings up
Not
3rd
today.
and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Following the penalty, Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
319.
Squeeze, double. Quick dash. Come.
399.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
Run.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It's complete. James White. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
tight end. Everyone, you got four down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
Tight end's on Ringo. Four down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson, and now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Oh, good move by T.Y. Hilton. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now it's Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On second down now. It's White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got White here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go with White on the counter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The ball carried by number 37.
We play to win.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rodgers now on first down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he finds LaFell complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Let's get this.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Stop your whining.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vincent Mayoa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Rodgers. And this is LaFleur. It's caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, and complete into the arms of LaFleur. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw, and that's complete to LaFleur. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. He's got it to Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Rodgers now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Rodgers again now. This is caught. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Roses now to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Jackson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson, it's caught. Smith. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Dixon, complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Opting to run again here with White. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Dixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was brought down by Marcus May. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On the draw, here's White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They stay on the ground with White. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Rudolph has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play. Now White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The give running right, Dixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Hey, we got to get this stuff here,
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a dump off to White. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got Rodgers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run with White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Rams 27, Ravens 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson, and he's got a moonwalk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Quincy Anunwa. Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And again, it's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And complete into the arms of LaFell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. And after the early struggles, we've seen the uptick in his numbers. Do you think maybe it was a meeting on the sideline to say, hey, get me the ball. I'm a key part of this offense.
Those guys don't wait to get to the sidelines. They say it in the huddle on every snap, get them the ball. But I think what happens is, similar to a great running back, have some patience, have some confidence, and just know that over the course of a game, your talents are going to win out. You're going to find a way to make plays, and I think that's what we're seeing here. He's finally figured out some things they're doing to him on defense, and he's adjusted accordingly.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to LaFell. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score. Ravens 31.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And some time here to focus on Kyle Rudolph as he heads back out there. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run for Nick Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now Jackson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's back to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for a new one there.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Get off the field.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Check, 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 check.
To throw is Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play in the football. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Jackson's pass, intended for Marquise Goodwin, incomplete.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Rams, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.